not walk too much back.
I think the Speaker of the Legislature would sometimes like to pull my mic off too. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for coming this evening. We're starting a little bit earlier in case we do get some rain. I'm going to be very brief, but I want to say and start this with a big thank you. This past year has not been an easy one for many in our community. I know that we've all followed the personal struggle of our friend Helene Campbell, and we're proud that she's here this evening to show that she can fight and we can fight with her. It's not been an easy year for the farmers here in Nepean Carleton, although it doesn't seem like it today. About a month ago they were struggling with drought. Tonight we're going to celebrate by eating their corn, and I'd like to say thank you to those farmers because I recognize they feed our cities. It's not been an easy year for the Rideau-Carleton Raceway, one of the largest employers in rural Ottawa, home to 1,000 jobs in our community. They're here tonight to celebrate their neighbors, and I ask you to consider supporting them. Because, ladies and gentlemen, rural jobs, agricultural jobs, and of course suburban jobs aren't downtown ones. We need to make sure that we can live, work, and play in our communities. And of course, we all know this year has been unprecedented. A lot of job losses in Ontario, and that's affected people right here at home. In affluent communities like Barrhaven, like Stonebridge, like Manotick, like Greeley, like Riverside South. I know it's shocking to many people that we have amongst us people who are having a rough time, not only paying the mortgage and the bills, but putting food on their table. And today we decided to do this along with our friends in the Barrhaven Legion, all of our local food cupboards, the Barrhaven Lions, Sequoia Church is here, we have the organ donation people, and of course our friends at Worksburger, to raise some funds and some food for your neighbors. And I appreciate you doing that. So I'd ask you today just to think not only about the need that we have today, but an ongoing need in our community. Until this economy turns around, we're going to need to lean a little bit more on each other. Now for me, I have to tell you something. I grew up in a small town in Nova Scotia. Government wasn't big there, but people helping people, neighbors helping neighbors, communities helping communities, that's what does the trick. And that's why we're here today, and that's why I'm so proud to represent you in the Ontario Legislature. So thank you. Now I would ask, ladies and gentlemen, if you have some food to give or another nickel, and if you don't, I understand. But our friends at the Barrhaven Legion are taking the donations right here. And I can tell you another thing. You can stop into any Legion in Nepean Carleton, they're doing the same thing. They understand that we have to give to our communities because that's what makes us healthy, it makes us strong, and it makes us great. So without further ado, I just want to say a personal thank you to all of you for coming. At this time, I would like to ask a local grocer who has given over $1 million to our community, because that's what a local guy does. When he takes in all those revenues from your groceries, he gives it all back. He is now chairing our BIA in this community, and he's chairing our food bank here in Barrhaven. And I would like Ken Ross to come up to say a few words about the need that we're facing right here at home.